Tridel is more than just a waste incineration plant. It's a complex system for treatment of household waste collected in the canton of Vaud. 160,000 tons are incinerated and exploited annually. Transport of waste is expensive. Tridel applies a fair concept of cost sharing. Each user has to pay the same amount for the transport and incineration of his waste, whether he lives in Vallorbe or Lausanne. Equipped with compressing and roll-off systems, skips used for waste collection are loaded directly onto special trains. In order to reduce the negative impact caused by heavy traffic, the transport of the waste is transferred to rail. Districts that have not yet modified their transportation system use compressing centres, allowing them also to transport their garbage by train to Tridel. Therefore, nearly 60% of the waste arrives by train in special containers. Tridel is connected to the Swiss railway system. In Lausanne, the convoy enters a 4-kilometre-long tunnel that ends in the centre of the waste treatment plant. This tunnel runs unnoticed under the city. It offers rapid access to the plant without disturbing the population. On average, 5 trains with 4 wagons use this railway line every day. For environmental reasons and for the integration of the plant into the urban site, the building is 2/3 underground. The train station is on the lowest level of the plant. After having been weighed, the garbage is poured into a huge 10,000 cubic metre concrete pit for storage, whose walls are 60 centimetres thick and 30 metres high. Here, the quantity of 2 weeks of waste collection can be stored in case of a factory shutdown. The ovens are usually working 24 hours a day. In this control room, the operator works. He feeds the ovens. At the same time, he is responsible for crushing the bulk waste and mixing it with the rest of the garbage. Like a giant spider, this grapnel, steered by the operator, carries 2.4 tons of waste with each grip. That's more than 200 waste bags at one go. The garbage is poured into a hopper, a sort of funnel that takes the waste to one of the 2 ovens. Welcome to the furnace. Here it gets very hot. The maximum temperature in the combustion chamber reaches around 1100 degrees centigrade. Most of the waste burns instantaneously without additional fuel. This temperature is necessary for the destruction of the greater part of the waste. To reach such a temperature, the fire is stoked by a supply of forced air under the combustion grate. Thanks to the reciprocating movements of the grate, the burning waste reaches the exit of the oven. This enormous heat is recovered in the boiler, lined with 42 kilometers of water-filled pipes. The high-pressure steam produced is used for urban heating and the production of electricity. At the exit of the boiler, so much energy has been recovered that the temperature of the flue gas has dropped from 1100 degrees to less than 200 degrees. Now the flue gas produced by the waste incineration has to be purified. First step is the electrostatic precipitator. By using a process of magnetic fields and static electricity, the largest dust particles are attracted onto metallic plates more than 10 meters high. These plates are regularly beaten with hammers to dislodge the dust, which is collected for later treatment. Second step, the wet scrubber eliminates the finest particles. To start with, the flue gas passes through a curtain of water before reaching the wash tower. Here the flue gas passes through different floors to capture acid gases, heavy metals and sulfur oxides. Finally, a mixture of water and soda neutralizes the flue gas chemically. Last step, flue gas passes through a catalyzer which destructs nitrogen oxides, identically to the catalyzer in cars, high toxic dioxins are also destructed here. Today, this flue gas treatment installation is the essential element of the plant, using the most modern technologies. Sucked by a powerful fan, the purified flue gas is finally released into the atmosphere via an 80-meter chimney. Thanks to these innovative processes and to continuous controls, Tridel shows excellent results, 90% below the legal norms for air protection. Another essential element is the double use of the thermal energy recovered during incineration. The water heated in the 42 kilometers of boiler pipes is transformed into steam at 50 atmospheres pressure. This high-pressure steam drives a turbine linked to a 20 megawatt generator. The recovered steam is also used for the urban heating system of the city of Lausanne. Through this combination of the production of distance heating and electricity, the Tridel plant has one of the highest degrees of efficiency in Switzerland, with more than 50% of recovered energy. It has the capacity to produce heat and light for 18,000 people. That's the equivalent of a town like Vevey or Nyon. In winter, Tridel provides energy mostly for the urban heating system. In summer, the factory produces more electricity. Consider this the next time you switch on a light or use the radiator to dry your towels. The necessary energy might come from the combustion of your waste bags. Waste transformed into energy. And so we've come full circle.